The Villa Farnesina is a Renaissance suburban villa in the Via della Lungara, in the district of Trastevere in Rome, central Italy. Description: the villa was built for Agostino Chigi, a rich Sienese banker and the treasurer of Pope Julius II. Between 1506 to 1510, the Sienese artist and pupil of Bramante, Baldassare Peruzzi, aided perhaps by Giuliano da San Gallo, designed and erected the villa. The novelty of this suburban villa design can be discerned from its differences from that of a typical urban palazzo. Renaissance palaces typically faced onto a street and were decorated versions of defensive castles. Rectangular blocks with rusticated ground floors and enclosing a courtyard. This villa, intended to be an airy summer pavilion, presented a side towards the street and was given a U-shaped plan with a 5-bay loggia between the arms. In the original arrangement, the main entrance was through the north-facing loggia, which was open. Today, visitors enter on the south side and the loggia is glazed. Chigi also commissioned the fresco decoration of the villa by artists such as Raphael, Sebastiano del Piombo, Giulio Romano, and Il Sodoma. The themes were inspired by the stands of the poet Angelo Poliziano, a key member of the circle of Lorenzo de' Medici. Best known are Raphael's frescoes on the ground floor, in the loggia depicting the classical and secular myths of Cupid and Psyche, and the Triumph of Galatea. This, one of his few purely secular paintings, shows the near-naked nymph on a shell-shaped chariot amid frolicking attendants and is reminiscent of Botticelli's The Birth of Venus. This same Galatea loggia has a horoscope vault that displays the positions of the planets around the zodiac on the patron's birth date, the 29th of November 1466. The two main ceiling panels of the vault give his precise time of birth, 9:30 p.m. on that date. At first floor level, Peruzzi painted the main salone with trompe-l'oeil frescoes of a painted ground open loggia with city and countryside views beyond. The perspective view only works from a fixed point in the room, otherwise the illusion is broken. In the adjoining bedroom, Sodoma painted scenes from the life of Alexander the Great, the marriage of Alexander and Roxana, and Alexander receives the family of Darius. The villa became the property of the Farnese family in 1577. Also in the 16th century, Michelangelo proposed linking the Palazzo Farnese on the other side of the river Tiber, where he was working, to the Villa Farnesina with a private bridge. This was initiated. Remnants of a few arches are in fact still visible in the back of Palazzo Farnese towards Via Giulia on the other side of the Tiber, but was never completed. Later the villa belonged to the Bourbons of Naples and in 1861, to the Spanish ambassador in Rome, Bermudez de Castro, Duke of Ripolta. Today, owned by the Italian state, it accommodates the Accademia degli Lincei, a long-standing and renowned Roman Academy of Sciences, and the Roman Gabinetto dei Disegni del Stamp. The main rooms of the villa, including the loggia, are open to visitors. Images: Loggia di Siche by Raphael. Street facade and frescoes. Garden facade. Architecture. Satellite photo. The bracket-shaped building southwest of the Tiber, in the center of photo, is the Villa Farnesina. The Palazzo Farnese is the massive, almost square, courtyarded structure to the north of the Tiber.